So guess what? It's not even Isla's birthday yet. We've been waiting days. It was her birthday days and days ago. How long do we have to wait? I'm guessing that this is the day before her birthday. Not sure. It's Isla's birthday haul. In fact, not just her birthday haul, but her crazy birthday haul, right? So I'm expecting bells and whistles and all sorts in this haul. I'm not quite sure why they need to tell us before her birthday what she gets, because surely that's the point of having her birthday opening presents day, right? So that we can find out excitedly and watch her open the presents because it's so exciting, etc. To find out how a random child celebrates her birthday. Anyway, right, so apparently it's going to be crazy. I'm expecting the best, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see exactly what she's gonna get, because she deserves a good birthday, I think, after all the shitty ones that she's had.
Good morning, iFam, and welcome to preparing for Isla's 13th birthday vlog. So I'm in my bedroom and I have just pulled out a load of packages that this is pretty much everything I've ordered whilst here in Dubai. And then in the top of this cupboard, oh my gosh, I've been looking everywhere for that toilet roll.
You've been looking everywhere for that toilet roll, have you, Sarah? Did you not realise where you'd put, like, what exactly were you doing with a toilet roll exactly? You know, is this after you've used it? No? Because I have some very specific images in my head right now.
Why has Chris stuffed that up there? But in the top of this cupboard, in I believe this bag here, oh, it's quite heavy, is everything that I ordered from the UK. It's actually a good job I just looked up here because this is all stuff for Isla. And who is it?
It's me.
Oh.
I'm in the Ferrari, sorry.
Isla. Oh my gosh, there's actually so much stuff hidden up here. It's probably best if I just move that. I think that's everything. Oh, more clips. Right, I think that's everything. I don't know if it's because I bought a load of stuff in the UK and then also ordered some bits whilst we've been here. I've actually not even got her main. How many things am I going out for today? I'm going out for a Pandora bracelet today and to collect her cake. And then I think we're going to buy her maybe like a main present as well.
I'm sorry, you're gonna maybe buy her a main present. So it's in doubt at the moment. Do you not think she deserves a main present? All the other kids get main presents. And also the Pandora bracelet, that's not the main present then, because for a lot of people that would probably be the main present. But, you know, apparently she's maybe going to be buying Isla a main present.
I feel like Isla's got a lot for her birthday this year. I'm not 100% sure, I need to lay it all out, but just from what I'm thinking in my head, like I feel like it's going to be a big one for her. It's her 13th, so I don't regret it, but I feel like, yeah, there might be a lot of stuff. If you didn't watch yesterday's vlog, I did say in yesterday's vlog that part of the reason she's going to have so much for her birthday is because I have spent about £250 on things like clothes and accessory shoey bits, and those are things that, whilst yes I am giving her for her birthday, they're things that I would have bought her anyway. Like I would have got her an up-to-dated summer wardrobe anyway. It just so happens that we ordered them for her birthday, so that's kind of why she's got so much.
See, I just don't feel like wrapping clothes up for presents is something you should do, really. I don't think, as she said, she would be giving Isla clothes anyway, and they're a necessity for Isla, so they don't need to be part of a present haul. Just give her the clothes. You know, they don't need to be part of the birthday. So just give her the clothes. not everything needs to be wrapped up and with a bow on it, you know. Just, it doesn't feel like something you should be wrapping up for a gift. It just feels like it's doing it for the sake of doing it, to make the haul look bigger.
Anyway, I've got a load of boxes here. I'm going to get everything opened and lay it all out and see where we're at. I'm going to start with this bag from the UK. This is so random. She's also got random things like this. It's her favourite shampoo. I'm trying to be quiet because she's next door doing her work. Things like this. She chose this in the airport. Well, she didn't choose it. She kind of went, oh my gosh, I really want one of those. So when she moved and went out the shop, obviously I picked it up. We've got some clothes from H&M. More clothes from H&M. More clothes from H&M. Swimsuit from Next. We've got a load of toiletry / hair care bits that she chose. That's that bag empty. Got some random little bits that she asked for.
Well, this crazy birthday present haul so far is it's definitely living up to its billing. Is it the toiletries that make the haul crazy? Is it the giving her clothes make it crazy?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I actually forgot I'd ordered this. Dye tint for her brow. She actually asked for that early. She's like, Mum, this was this morning. I put an eyebrow tint DIY kit on my Christmas list. I was like, yeah. She's like, I don't know if you ordered it, and it's totally fine if you didn't. Like, I'm not expecting it, but I'm just wondering, like, if you did order it, is there any possibility, just like any slight chance, that I could potentially have that now, like today, before my birthday? Like, if you didn't get it, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. But if you did, then, because I'd really like to do it tonight so that I can wake up on my birthday morning, and not have to, like, you know, be worried about my eyebrows. So I'm gonna give.
Hang on, why is she worrying about doing her eyebrows first thing in the morning on her birthday? Shouldn't she just be getting up, opening her presents, getting on with her day, doing whatever, right? Why is she worrying about how she looks? It's for the camera, isn't it? For content. She wants to look her best because she knows she's going to be filmed, right? And she's not going to be able to do her eyebrows before. And do you not understand how sad that sounds? It's very sad, isn't it, Sarah? It's very sad, yeah.
That later. I was like, oh, I'm not sure about that, Ella. I'm not sure. I don't even know if I ordered it. I can't remember. I have to have a think. She's like, okay, that's no problem. Then we've got the the Hollywood mirror for her desk in there. I'm not going to wrap this. I'm going to set it up, set all of her desk up and everything. And then, like I did for Esme's birthday, and then that will be all ready for her to see. And I'll put her presents around it, like we did for Esme's. And I've also got her quite a lot of things for her desk. So I feel like that's why she's got so much. Like, I don't actually feel like it's probably that much. No, it is. That's a lie. It is that much. But I have got her a lot of things for her desk that Isla loves. Like, loads of scrunchies with like a proper scrunchie holder. Loads of claw clips, which we use so much when we're here in Dubai, with a claw clip holder, which is so cool. So cool. I'll show you that later. And then, what else? Like a headband holder with loads of headbands.
What? A headband holder, a claw clip holder, a scrunchie holder, any other kind of holders that you can possibly have got. God, why do you need so many holders, and why so many scrunchies, and why so many clips, and why so many headbands? Just an observation. Maybe she wants them, I don't know.
And you know, little bits like that. So, right, let's open these other boxes. Right, I'm absolutely sweating, and my makeup, for some reason, is caked all over my face. It is not the best. Anyway, I've just laid everything out. And yeah, she definitely got a lot this year. This is like a flipping Christmas haul. This is not even including her desk, her vanity desk, which was not expensive to be fair, but it's still a nice present. Her Pandora bracelet that I'm going to get her today, but if I can't get it, I can't. I might buy it. We're going on a shopping day out. I might buy it then if I can't get it today. And then her main present. So, this is quite a lot. I don't know how I'm going to get all this wrapped up in literally 3 rolls of wrapping paper that I brought from the UK. And even though there is like a few beauty-ish bits here, I still feel like for a 13-year-old, it's still 13-year-old, you know? I feel like the clothes that she picked out are still suitable for a 13-year-old. She's not asked for like heavy makeup or anything like that. It's basically all just like skincare, perfume, like body sprays, shampoos, bits of jewellery and things like that, and scrunchies and things like that. So now I need to wrap it all. Wish me luck. Guys, it's a big fail. I've wrapped what I can, which is those up there, and they were horrible to wrap. Like, I'm not even joking. All little tiny fiddly bits that like are just not fun to wrap. I like boxed things. This, brilliant. Little fiddly bits, so annoying. But that's all I've...
Well, so far, I'm not seeing the crazy part, right? I was promised a crazy birthday haul. And so far, it's just been like little bits and bobs, right? Nothing amazingly crazy. Obviously, we haven't seen the main present yet, so I look forward to that one.
Managed to wrap with the 3 rolls of wrapping paper I brought with us from the UK, and I've still got so much to wrap. So we're going to have to go buy some more wrapping paper.
I thought you couldn't get wrapping paper in Dubai. That was the whole reason you bought it in the UK, to import it to Dubai. It's because you couldn't get any. Remember? Or was that a lie? Was it?
But I am currently debating whether to... I'm not obviously wrapping up her dressing table or anything like that. That's going to be set out. The boots and the flip-flops, I think I'm just going to shove under the dressing table so she can see them straight away. Because it's just, some bits are just not worth wrapping.
Of course, Isla's not worth wrapping for, is she? She's just Isla. She doesn't need to open things on her birthday. That's ridiculous. I mean, the boots, right? I presume you mean like boots, things you put on your feet, right? So why not wrap those? I don't understand the logic there. Why is that not worth the wrapping, right? A little bottle of shampoo, worth wrapping. Boots, not worth wrapping. Just shove them under the vanity table. She'll see it as she comes in. I'll be fine, of course.
I'm debating on... I bought her a few things. I'm trying to like... Let me show you. So, let me just pop that over there. This is one of them. So this looks like that. Like, do I set this stuff up or not? Because is there a... Let me see if I can... Let me set this up. Okay, there we go. So I've just assembled that. It took longer than I care to admit. But basically, this is for clips to go onto. So I'll just pop mine out my hair to show.
What in the name of the love of God is that? Seriously, that looks like something you'd get from the pound shop. I'm not going to lie. It really does look cheap. I mean, I don't know exactly, but it looks cheap. It's made of plastic, clearly. The whole thing is made of plastic by the looks of things. And it just looks very cheaply made. And it looks like something that will break, right? It looks like it comes from the pound shop. My opinion.
Show you. You see? So all of her clips that I've got her. So we've got some little orange theme ones. Got some blue ones.
All I'm seeing is copious amounts of plastic. Right? Plastic upon plastic. That's all that they are. Those clips, that are coming in vacuum packed plastic packaging, they feel like they're from Temu or something like that. That's how it's coming across. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure I am. It looks like the amount that she's got her as well. I would not be surprised if they were from Temu. Temu's best, I reckon.
Purple. We've got some flowery ones, and then this mixed bag.
Why does she need so many? I mean, is this another one of Sarah Ingham's specials? Is it, why get one when 10 will do, isn't it? She always has to buy everything to the extreme. Needs to get one in every single colour, one in every single design, one in every single this and that. It just seems a little bit wasteful. That's all. And just because you've got so many different claw clips, right, does not mean that she's got a lot for her birthday. It just means she's got a lot of tat for her birthday, right? Lots of plastic. The clips are made of plastic. The packaging is coated in plastic. It's very plasticated. Now,
do I put them all on and put that on her desk so she can see exactly what it is? I'm glad I fixed it up, because in the box Isla would have been open that and been like, oh yeah, what's this? And it's a clip holder. Probably wouldn't have been as nice as just leaving it out. But do I put all of her clips on, or do I wrap the clips separate and let her set it up herself? Because that's kind of part of the fun of your birthday, setting everything up, in my opinion anyway. Maybe I'll just like put her one clip on, an older one, so she knows exactly what it is, and then when she opens the clips she'll be able to set it up herself. But the point is that it's not just this one thing. I've got a headband one. It's like an acrylic headband holder, I think. Can't remember what I ordered now. That's with all of her headbands. I've got an acrylic scrunchy bubble holder. So maybe I'll just set up the holders.
I can't even. All these holders, right? There's 3 of them. If they're all that big, where the hell is she going to put them all, right? Is her desk, her vanity desk, going to be just full of these holders? Is that what it's going to be? Because they're quite bulky, taking up a lot of room. It feels like that's all. Yeah, no, it's not for me. Ditch the holders, honestly.
And then wrap the accessories separate so she can set it all up herself. Babe, I think I need one of these for myself though. Come and look. Because you're always saying, where do you want your clips? Come here. Look. You put all of your clips on it.
That is the biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
Are you joking? It's genius.
You're going to fit 5 clips on it.
5? Are you joking? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 18. Why would I need more than 18 clips? That is the best thing you've ever found in your life. It's fab. You do, you look stunning. Isla's just, Isla's been experimenting with her makeup recently.
Yeah, trying to figure out what I like best.
Trying to figure out what she's comfortable with, what works for her. I've got to be honest, I'm an honest mum, aren't I, Isla? Sometimes the girls like it and sometimes they don't, but I'm just fully honest. If I think they look stunning, I'll say you look absolutely stunning today. And if I think they've got on too much bronzer, then I'll say, whoa, chill out with that bronzer, you got too much bronzer. I'm honest, I don't lie.
Yeah.
And I feel like Isla lately has had a lot of bronzer. But I've told her, if you're comfortable with that, you wear it. So it's what you're comfortable with. But today she's put on a little less bronzer.
I haven't got any bronzer on.
No bronzer, just blush.
Yeah.
Just blush. And I think she looks blooming stunning.
It's much lighter makeup than I do.
I know you just said your eyebrows, you've run...
Yeah, I've run out of eyebrow tint, and that's what I use because I don't... If I take, like, when I move my makeup on night and cleanse, I just have blonde eyebrows again because this is just tint. But I've run out.
So she's drawing stuff on.
That's why they look a bit...
blotchy.
A bit blotchy, yeah.
A bit blotchy.
But, you know, my birthday's tomorrow, and I have a birthday shopping trip, so...
Well, I can say I didn't get you eyebrow stuff for your birthday.
That's okay. That's fine. But
I got you it for today.
Oh my gosh, thank you! You got me the my extra as well! Thanks so much!
You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome.
That's Esme, isn't it? That is Esme. You just saw Esme on the beeper. Get really close. Oh, look at this!
That was weird timing.
You have fun swimming?
Yeah, I did.
Good, 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 good. We're just going to pick up Isla's cake and then get dinner, and now we're coming home.
Okay.
Alright?
Can you get steaks?
No, we're not having steaks tonight.
Mum's got a good idea for tonight, but it's not steak.
I've got a nice good idea for food tonight. Right guys, me and Chris are on our way to pick up Isla's birthday cake and also a Pandora bracelet. We were also going to go and get her a electric scooter.
Oh damn.
What did that bird just get? Was that like a...
Risked its life or something.
We were also going to buy Isla for her birthday this year a electric scooter. However, we've decided against it. Well, I did, and that is not like me, is it? It's not like me to say I don't think we should buy that. Because I'm just like, yeah, get everything. Let's just get everything.
Let's go Dragon Mart today, what we're doing.
Yeah, so Chris is like, let's go get her electric scooter, and I'm like, I don't want to buy one. Now, there's a couple of reasons I don't want to buy one.
I feel like the thought was there, Isla. If you just be grateful that your mother thought about getting you an electric scooter. I mean, it just feels like it's a little bit cruel to be saying, yeah, well, I was going to get you this, but I decided against it. You know, can you imagine Isla watching it and thinking, what? Okay, thanks for the thought. No.
The first reason being, I feel like she's got quite a lot for her birthday this year. And I just know that we've spent a lot on her as well. Plus going out now and buying this Pandora bracelet, because the Pandora charms here are like as much as the bracelet. In fact, more. And I'd like to get her 2 charms. Plus her cake and everything else. I just feel like it's a lot.
Unless you're hiding some things, Sarah, I have to disagree with you, right? So you're not going to get her a main birthday present because she's had a lot spent on her. But the clothes that you bought for her, £250, you said, and those are things that you would have got her anyway. Not really birthday presents. You would have been buying her anyway for her for summer, and so that doesn't count, right? The desk is a big one, right? But you said it wasn't that expensive, but the rest of it, apart from the Pandora bracelet, which by the way you don't even know if you're going to be able to get yet, aside from that, there was nothing there. There was like shampoos and hair care and things really that she should be getting anyway. Let's be honest, you know. And what else was it? There was like a lot of tat, the plasticky things, hair things, a lot of tat. And then you throw in the she's also getting a cake, but Jace got a cake the other week. Remember, there was so much that Jace got. Right, Jace got a motorbike, you know, which was a few £100 alone, and then everything else that he got, as well as another ride on top of that, and a cake on top of that, right? So I'm not quite sure where you're getting. Isla's had a lot of money spent on her, and it's enough. It's too much stuff. It's for Jace, it was never too much, right? It was always let's go bigger and bigger, right?
I feel like it's a lot. So, aside from that, the other reason is that I want to get Isla an electric scooter, but I want to get all 3 girls an electric scooter so that they've got, you know, when it gets a bit hot here and it's too hot to walk around, they've all got an electric scooter. They're still able to get around and do things. But I don't want to buy them all an electric scooter on Isla's birthday because it's Isla's birthday. And I don't want to get Isla an electric scooter without the other 2 because it's just not as fun when you're like off on your own with it. I just know she'd appreciate it more if they all had one so that they could all go out together and, you know, have fun. So I don't think we're going to get her one. Well, in fact, we're definitely not going to buy Isla an electric scooter for her birthday. However, we are still going to get all 3 girls an electric scooter, just not now. Whoa, how many times did I say that in the space of like, you might have to cut out a few of the electric scooter words that I just said them, babe.
We are going to get one.
Said it quite a lot. We are going to get them one, you know, well, we don't know when, but you know, in the very, very near future. Anyway, as we're in the car, just us, I thought we'd do a really fun, quick story time on the day our little beautiful Isla came into the world, because exactly 13 years ago today, right now, we'd just been on, it was Easter Sunday, and we'd just been on an Easter egg hunt in the woods. Do you remember we used to do that all the time with the girls?
Yeah, it was awesome.
We'd go to our local woods, and me and Chris would slyly take chocolate eggs, and then I'd like grab the girl, we and Chris had taken turns at grabbing the girls' attention, and the other one would be like hiding the eggs. Do you remember? It used to be a proper mission. Yeah. But we used to do it every single year, like it was so important. And then we'd be like, okay, let's have a look around here, see if we can see any eggs. And they'd get so excited when they found a chocolate egg. And it wasn't even that long ago we stopped doing that, was it? I don't feel like it was. I feel like it was yesterday we were still doing it. Obviously it wasn't. But anyway, Esme and Isabel were like finding chocolate eggs. I was like 4 days overdue already with Isla. And we're like hoping that the walk was maybe gonna, you know, inspire a few contractions. It didn't, and unfortunately what it did was the opposite. We got back from the walk and I felt like Isla's movements had slowed down. So we didn't know we were expecting a girl, by the way, with the older 3 girls. It was a surprise. All of them were surprises. So we didn't know if it was a girl or a boy, but the movements had slowed down, so I did what was recommended to do. I gave it half an hour, I laid on the bed, I had a cold drink of Coke, I had water, I ate something, and still felt like her movements were very not much, and decided to go and get checked out. So this is your reminder. If you are pregnant, doesn't matter how early, how late in the pregnancy, if your movements are at all different from what your baby is used to, don't risk your baby's life. Go and get checked out. It's not a big deal. It's not a pain for the midwives, nurses. It's what they're there for. Go and get checked out. Don't gamble with your baby's life. So we did. We went and got checked out. And Isla, of course, started moving the second I got put on the monitor, but her heart rate did spike at one point. So they decided, because of that and the fact that I was already 4 days overdue, they were going to admit me and induce me. So by the time I was seen on the antenatal ward, it was about 11 p.m, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was late.
It got to being quite late. I think I was admitted at like 7 or 8, but it was actually about 11 p.m. by the time somebody came to see me. And she said that she examined me, and she said that I wasn't favourable. My cervix was far back and closed fully, and I just wasn't favourable for labour. It wasn't happening anytime soon.
Roundabout, take the 3rd exit onto Jebel Ali, Laybab Road, E77.
Okay. But that she would insert a pessary, which was going to be my form of induction, and then she said that we'd probably have to do another one after, was it 12 hours or 24? I can't remember.
Mate, this is 13 years ago. You're trying to ask me if I remember.
She said that, I can't remember if it was 12 hours or 24 hours later, she would have to reinsert another pessary. So I was like, okay, that's fine. At about 20 to midnight, she inserted the pessary and Chris got sent home. Obviously, if I was on labour ward, Chris would have been able to stay, but they're not allowed to stay overnight when you're on the antenatal ward. So Chris got sent home. I stood up to get on my pyjamas and my waters broke. And I got the biggest contraction, like straight away. No like slight period pain, no, this was a full-on turbo contraction. So I hobbled over to the nurse's desk and I said, my water's just broke and I'm having contractions. And she might as well have just laughed at me. Like, she can't, I think she did actually snigger. I think she was like, I've just checked you, you're not favourable. You've probably just weed yourself. It's quite common in late pregnancy.
Cheeky B-I-T-C.
All right, Chris, what's got you? A cheeky B-I-T-C-H, right? That spells bitch, Sarah, you know, so, that's Chris. Trying to act all hard. You're hard, aren't you?
I was like, no, this is my 3rd baby, it's definitely my waters and I'm definitely having contractions. She kind of rolled her eyes, threw well, she didn't actually throw the sanitary towel at me, but passed a sanitary towel to me, told me to put that on, and that, in her opinion, it was just urine, and to go and try and get some sleep.
I was so ignorant. I'm sorry, but like medical staff should never ever behave like that. That is so wrong.
She did just completely dismiss what was happening. So anyway, I was like, okay, fine. I hobbled back to bed, and I tried to get my rest of my pyjama. I'd not even managed to get my pyjamas on. This is literally 20 minutes after the pessary had been inserted. This is midnight. I tried to get my pyjamas on. I was doubled over the bed. I couldn't move. I was like in so much pain. At about 10 past midnight, I hobbled back to the nurse's station. I was like, look, I'm in labour. It's definitely my waters. Every time I get a contraction, I can feel it leaking. It's not urine. I need some pain relief. And she kind of was like I was being an absolute nuisance. She was like, this was like probably my worst experience, to be honest, with all of my labours I've ever had. So this is as bad as it got for me. But she said, right, well, let's go and check that sandwich towel then, before I can give you any type of pain relief. So she came to the toilet with me. I went into the bathroom, took off the soaking wet sandwich towel, opened the door, showed her it. Not only was it dripping wet with my waters, but it also had meconium in it. So it was basically green. It showed that Isla was potentially in distress, and her face changed after that. So straight away she was like, oh, I need to examine you right now. So she took me to a side room.
Yeah, you should listen first time, shouldn't you?
She took me to a side room.
Yeah, exactly.
She examined me, and I was 5 to 6 centimetres dilated, and she was mind blown, because she'd only examined me like 30 minutes before and said that I wasn't favourable and there was not going to happen anytime soon.
You go back and get your biscuits and your tea, love.
Babe, stop. I was 5 to 6.
You just uncovered all the anger I felt at the time about this. Now it's coming all back to the surface. I remember this particular midwife. At the time, I really wanted to take a job because she was just rude.
She was very dismissive and very. She didn't act like she liked the job. It was like, you know, she. Whatever. Anyway, maybe she had a hard day. I don't know. Don't even start. All right.
Oh, sure.
Maybe you shut up. Maybe she'd had a hard day. I don't know. But anyway.
No excuse. She's professional.
Babe.
She does a job professionally.
Right. But anyway, she said that. She was quite shocked. She was like, oh, we need to get you to labour ward right now. She's like, I've never known labour go so quickly. I couldn't walk by this point. I couldn't stand up. The pain was unbearable. I know lots of people say like, oh, that's really good, you know, you get it over with really quickly. No, my body was not coping. I was in shock. Like, I'd gone from nothing to like everything in the space of a few minutes. They were coming every 2 minutes, and it was just really scary for me. I was terrified, especially because she was telling me it's not possible, and then 1 minute she looked like she was scared, and then she was saying meconium in the waters means that the baby could be in distress, and I was just not coping very well. I rang Chris. You'd not even got home, had you? Or had you just walked in the door or something? He'd unlocked the door, and I was like, get back, like, you're gonna miss it, get back. So he raced back. They got me up to the delivery suite, examined me again, and I was, I think, 8 or 9 centimetres. That's when you got there, right? Yeah. And I was like, I want an epidural, I can't cope, I need the epidural. And they kept saying to me, there's no time, it's too late. And I was saying, I want the epidural, I'm not pushing unless you get me the epidural, I need the epidural. I just couldn't cope with the pain, it was all too much. So I got the epidural at like 9 to 10 centimetres, didn't I? Yeah. Because you was like, give her the epidural, Chris, because they were telling me no, and I was like, I really want it, and they were saying no. So Chris was like, look, she's asked the epidural, go and get her the epidural, please.
It's only because I knew
he worked at that hospital.
I worked at the hospital, so I knew stuff, and so I persuaded him because I knew stuff.
Because he knew stuff, yeah. So he worked at the hospital, he worked in the A&E.
They were trying to fob Sarah off, and I was like, right, no, this is how it actually works. Get her the epidural.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did he just say that? Chris the doctor strikes back. Fucking hell. Get her the epidural now, alright? I know stuff. I work here. I am a porter, right? I transport beds from here, there and everywhere. So I know how birthing works, right? I'm actually in stunned shock right now. So Chris, in his role as a hospital porter, right? He knows how medical procedures work. He's a legend, is our Chris. Fucking hell. Can you imagine? He actually thinks not only that he's well versed in medics, but in like midwifery and such, right? He knows all this stuff because he's a hospital porter. Jesus Christ.
So they was like, fine. So they did get me the epidural, and then I was like 9.5 centimeters. So then it all slowed right down after the epidural, and I had like an hour or something like that. I can't remember how long, but I'm sure it was about an hour.
Yeah, we had a bit of a chill.
We had a bit of a chill. We had like an hour. Yeah, just to like take a breath. 1 second, because that sun is blinding. I'm gonna try and sit up because the lighting is so bad. But we're on this road now, so it's tough.
22 kilometres.
Yeah, we're on here for 22 kilometres. But basically, we had about an hour chiller time, and that's when it got nice. The ward shift like that. We got a new midwife, didn't we? Can't remember. Did we ask for a new midwife or something?
We got night midwife, and then she was lovely.
Yeah, we got a new midwife. I can't remember now, but if they'd just naturally turned over, or if we'd said please could I have a different midwife, because the first one was just not very nice. She obviously hated me for some reason. But we got such a lovely midwife. We went in, we took them flowers afterwards, didn't we, and chocolates. She was so lovely. And then
she saved the experience because
yeah, she did.
Up until that point,
it was just awful and scary.
Yeah, the staff had not been very nice at all.
No.
So, but then she turned on and she was awesome.
She was awesome. I also was really desperate for the epidural because I didn't want gas and air. Because with Esme, I had a really bad reaction to gas and air. I was hallucinating horrendously. Her labour was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so terrifying. I was hallucinating, and it was such a scary experience. So I didn't want the gas and air. I wanted the epidural. That's why I wanted the epidural. Anyway, I got the epidural. We had about an hour's chill, and then it was time to push. And she was born at 2:52. That's Isla's birth story.
And then we stayed up all night.
Then we stayed up all night watching her. We got tea and toast.
6:30.
They were filming for One Born Every Minute. And a really cool fact as well is that we didn't know the gender of Isla. We had a boy name and a girl name, obviously, but the last episode of One Born Every Minute that we watched before I went into labour with Isla, and we took it as a sign, didn't we, was a lady that had a baby, and she called her baby Esme Isabel Isla.
It was weird.
It was so weird because we knew we already had an Esme and Isabel, and we were like, maybe that's a sign that this is a girl and we're going to call her Isla. And we did. If you Google it, you'll find that One Born Every Minute episode. I think it must have been from 2012, or that's when we watched it anyway, obviously. But she had a little girl, and she was called, I'm sure it was Esme Isabel Isla, or maybe, yeah, it didn't start with Isabel. I can't remember, but it was the three girls' names in some sort of variation, and we took it as a sign, and we got Isla. How exciting! You've been a rude boy on these roads because the kids are not with us.
Chris has been a rude boy, alright, but not in the way that you think, Sarah, right? He's very rude. Fucking with teen girls and stuff, right?
No, I'd rather you didn't.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that's Isla's birth story. It started out very scary, but it was a very quick labour. Like I said, I only got the pessary done at midnight, wasn't it?
Yes.
Like midnight, I got the pessary inserted. I was told that it was going to be a long 48 hours, and she was born less than 3 hours later. 2 hours. You only walked in.
I walked in, said hi to my dad, and then I had to then left again straight to come back.
Yeah.
I walked in, said hi to my dad, and I was like, back.
Yeah. You mean said hi to his dad when he went home? He walked in, said hi dad. Oh, Sarah's ringing me. I've got to go. And you only got back to the hospital when I was like 8.
Yeah.
8 or 9 centimetres, something like that. I remember you walked in, I was just like, I couldn't even see you. I was just writhing on the bed in pain. I was like, no. Scary times. Anyway, 13 years later, and we couldn't be more proud of Isla. She's just the most beautiful soul. She's grown up into such a beautiful, beautiful young lady. And I'm really excited to celebrate tomorrow with her. I can't wait. I'm going to go pick up a cake now. I'll show you guys what it's like when we get there. Car is parked. We've actually been and bought Isla's present for tomorrow, like one of her main well, it is her main present. It's so lovely. I got a gorgeous little Pandora bracelet, a gorgeous one. And then I was so happy because they didn't have any 13th birthday ones. The other birthday ones were not my taste, and I don't think Isla would have loved them either. They had no like dancer ballet ones. And then the lady said, it was like music to my ears, why don't you just design your own? And I was like, what? And she was like, you can just get one of these ones, this love heart thing, and you can just have anything you want engraved on it. So she's got the most perfect, it's like more perfect than we could imagine. I'll show you guys it when we get home. It's so lovely and so nice. Are you walking around that way?
No, you have to walk like out.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's no point to it.
Oh. So now we're just heading to pick up her cake. And I'm really excited. I've seen a picture of it and oh my gosh, I nearly cried.
Yeah, I hope it tastes boss as well because it looks boss.
I bought Jace's birthday cake from here. Here we go. Hello. Good evening. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, thank you.
Our breakfast now is just no window in the front.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna love it.
It's so cute.
Oh, she loves it. Wow, the cakes in here are insane. Oh my gosh, look at that. You can't see it. Oh, you can't see. Look at the Elsa one. Camila. By the way, I just got really excited because up there, can you film that on your phone? Because I can't see it on this camera. There's such a cool Minecraft phone. Oh my gosh, Minecraft cake. Sorry. You don't want to break those ballet shoes. Chris just said this one looked more delicate than Jace's did. Yeah, don't ruin them ballet shoes. Isla's has got a little surprise on it as well. I'll show you guys it when we get home. But yeah, this one isn't chocolate, this one's Victoria.
Thank goodness.
That chocolate one was good. And Chris says it wasn't because it's not his taste, but actually he probably ate most of the other cake.
I don't like chocolate cake.
No.
I don't hate it, but I don't want it.
Yeah.
Victoria sponge is what I'm all about.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for this.
And the cakes are there's such a reasonable price, don't you think? For considering what you pay in a supermarket nowadays.
300 dirhams, so.
It's only like,
£62.
yeah, about £62, which I know is a lot for some people, but considering you pay like 20 in a supermarket, I think that's good to say you get to design your own cake, and they taste really good as well.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. We've only tasted the chocolate one. I'm looking forward to tasting this one. We just got back home, and just very quickly, how blooming stunning is this? Oh my gosh, it's everything. 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 It's just everything. That's my only words. And then the surprise. Oh my gosh, on the back. She is going to be so happy with this. I'm back home and this is what my bedroom looks like. Oh my gosh. I've got wrapped presents here and then clothes and things still to organise down there. But just very quickly before I end the vlog, I thought I'd show you what I got her from Pandora. So, we got the wrapping paper. Thank you. I got her one bracelet. Tab. I shouldn't be too much longer. This is the one we went for because it's just so sweet. Oh my gosh. The aircon's blowing the packet. Nope, wait a second. Okay, so that's the one we went for. I think it's so blooming pretty. And I feel like this is one that you don't need loads of charms on. Obviously it's up to Isla if she wants to collect the charms, but I just feel like that's a really pretty bracelet in itself. And then this is the charm that we created for her, because as most of you guys know, Isla's definitely in her ballet era, and I thought she would just absolutely love this ballet dancer on that side. And then if you flip it over, it's kind of hard to get the camera to focus, but it says Isla's 13th, we love you, kiss kiss. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus more. There we go. So it says Isla's 13th, we love you, and I think she's going to absolutely love this. It's definitely more perfect than any singular charm we could have found. I did want the 13th, and I know she wants the Ratatouille one, but they didn't have either of those. And actually I feel like that one's just more special because me and her dad designed it for her. Not really designed it, but you know what I mean.
Anyway, I think that's it for today's vlog, guys. I need to wrap up the rest of these presents and then go and chill out for the evening. Oh my gosh, Aurora. Her night wasn't great again last night. She wasn't quite up for 2 hours, but she was up earlier. So the night before we were awake from like 4 until 6, and then last night I think she woke up at like 3, but I'm pretty sure, I didn't check my phone, I'm pretty sure it wasn't longer than 1 hour. We were all back asleep by 4. I can't tell if I can hear shouting, laughing, arguing, or just enthusiastic talking right now. Anyway, I'm excited to celebrate with Isla tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you come back for Isla's 13th birthday. We'll see you there at 5 p.m. Good night, guys. Mwah.
So yeah, that was the crazy birthday haul. In fact, it wasn't that crazy in my opinion, right? More so, it was less than not crazy. It was just not really anything, in my opinion. It was quite disappointing. So I'm not quite sure where they got crazy from, but yeah. So if you would like to come back tomorrow for the actual birthday morning opening present haul thingy-mabobby-doo, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye.